Okay guys, good morning. Today we're going to install our solar wiring. So yesterday we got the panels installed. You guys saw that in the video. Now we're going to install the wiring. I've decided to go ahead and just wire it the way they do it from the way they set the panels. Until we get our Vectron charger and do our final wiring on it, I'm not even going to run that wire yet. I'm just going to run some wire. This is some marine grade 10-aught wire that I'm going to run from the top up there through the hull and down into the battery compartment. I'm going to run two of those because we have two separate batteries systems that we're going to charge, and we're going to use their little controller. And for now, since we're running lead acid batteries, we're going to use their little cheesy controllers, even though in the last video I said throw them away. Yeah, well, we're going to use them for right now. So we have two of these. We're going to charge two different battery systems, and that's what we're going to hook up today. So I got my drill out, I got my hole saw kit, I got my wire, I got my drill. And let's head upstairs and let's start drilling some holes and running some wire. So last night we had a pretty good storm, lots of wind, and it seems like the panels did really, really well. So what I'm going to do here today is we're going to wire these panels up, and I've decided that I'm going to come down here to right through here. Then what I'm going to do is come through there. So then once we come through here, then we'll just run it right down right there. And then I'm going to drill a hole right there. So that's what we're doing right now. We'll drill that hole and then we'll start running some wire. Okay guys, so I'm down here in the battery compartment, and that makes two 12-volt batteries. So these batteries are wired together, and this set of batteries is wired together. So we have two controllers, and what we're going to do is wire these four batteries to one controller, and these four batteries to the other controller. Okay guys, so I've got the controllers all mounted. Not mounted, I got the controllers all hooked up. I've got the battery wires ready to go on. So now we'll go back upstairs, and then we have to prep the wires that go into the panels. We'll prep those now, and then we're going to go ahead and fire up the system before I actually screw the controllers to the walls to make sure we don't have any problems or anything like that. So we got our ends on the connectors here. Today I'm going to just finish the wiring. Got a little sun out actually. It's been cloudy all day, and then we'll try it. But you can see right here I just shrunk wrap these. I put the connectors on there, shrunk wrap them, and then these go to the panels right here. So we've got the panels all up there and wired. We've got the controllers all wired. Now we just got to go hook the batteries to the controllers, and then hook wire these panels in, or just plug them in. It's just plug and play now. All right guys, I just want to say this as a disclaimer here, is that I am not a professional solar installer, so don't do it. That's why I'm not really showing you the wires right now, but I am going to hook my wires up. I have built several of these systems. I kind of know what I'm doing. But this is a different beast than I'm normally used to with the multi-battery, 6 volts in series, and then put the two of them in parallel. So there's a lot going on here. So you got to really know what you're doing when you start making these connections. But anyway, we'll get the batteries hooked up to the controllers, and then we'll go plug the panels in, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, so we hooked up this side, these panels right here. So we'll go check to see which controller comes on, and then that controller is going to go to this side of the boat so that I know. So, and right now, like I said, I'm just running the wires. I'll clean them up tomorrow. Okay guys, so today I want to share with you finish up the solar install, and we're going to go upstairs here in a second and see the actual panels installed. I actually switched the way the panels were installed just because somebody on YouTube actually said, hey, you should do this. So I took their advice and we changed the panels. So I'll take you up there and show you that. But there's a couple ways I can tell that the system's working great. One is I have this meter right here, and it's reading 14.2 volts. Now this morning when I got up, it was like at 12. So I know that the voltage is going up in my batteries. Also, right here, you can see this guy right here. I don't know how well you guys can see it through the mic here. I'll open this up. But this is the actual inverter right here. And so this is showing voltage in Right now it's showing amps. So let's get it over here to its voltage. And this actually pops up so that I know my batteries are taking voltage properly. So right there, 3.50 volts. Now, what I don't like about the controllers that I got with these units is they're just little cheesy controllers. I can't tell how many watts are going into the panels, but I will fix that. I'll order a new controller. Anyway, let's head upstairs here and check out. Okay, so we can look in here. We can see I ran the wires right down there, and they came through here. This is the only hole that I had to drill in the bolt, and I will fill that hole when I'm done here. So you can see right here the panels, the magnets, and it worked great. These magnets, man, they hurt when you got to pull them off, and they'll take a lot of pressure. All right, so let's go up on top here, and I'll show you. All right, you guys can see here that we hooked the panels up here. I have 2 sets of panels here. Each of them produce 600 watts of solar. The front ones up on the front of the boat there, forward, go to one battery, and the rear panels go to the other battery. And so that's basically the main system that we're using right now. And you can see the wiring. And I also moved the panels. I turned them around because somebody said if you run them over those over your post, that could cause damage to the panels. So I've taken their advice, and it also makes for a cleaner install actually on the panels themselves. They're tighter to the canvas and less likely that wind can get underneath them and blow them around. So that's why I did that. Now, even up here, you can see I use the earth magnets, and that's how I use that to manage my wire right there. And that's just an earth magnet, and we just used a wire clip on there and put a zip tie on there. I did it in 2 spots, one right there and one right there. You can see that. So I just keep my wire clean. Right now, also, the only way to really control these panels is to unplug them and plug them in. Otherwise, I should have a switch down below there where I can disconnect the panels at any time. And I haven't added that yet, but I will add that soon. But anyway, you can just see the panels. They're installed right there. And they are working really, really well for what they were. It was a very inexpensive way to put solar on the boat, and you know, it didn't cost me a ton of money. Like this whole system here was less than $1,200 installed. So if you got any questions, please just leave a comment down below. We'll get back to you as quickly as we can. Okay guys, I'm gonna get these tools put away here, and then we'll end this video by getting the tools put away. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.